Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another introduction / review for you, and this time we're going to House of Al Haramain. House of Al Haramain is another Middle Eastern perfume house from United Arab Emirates. They've been around for more than 50 years. They are one of the oldest and the biggest and the most prolific perfume houses from United Arab Emirates. The emphasis is on the house because they make everything inside the company, from the raw material to the perfume itself. So it is everything inside the house, inside the company. And also they are niche because they don't make anything else apart from perfumes and perfumes related products. So they are a true niche house perfume from United Arab Emirates. They are quite well known by now. I was one of the first to introduce them to the fragrance community over 10 years ago, and since then they just took off. Okay, so, and I'm a bit, not only I'm a big fan myself, I unboxed and reviewed many of their fragrances before, probably around 30 to 40 perfumes altogether just from the House of Al Haramain. So I am very familiar with their perfumes, and this one in particular is from the Junoon line. They have, I think, about 5 Junoons at the moment in the Junoon line, and they are all 75ml. They're all EDPs, and this one is called Junoon Noir EDP 75ml. It's targeted unisex, and in United Kingdom you can find it under £60. So retails I think for £75, but you can find it a little bit discounted here and there if you do your research. As always with House of Al Haramain, they give you everything plus the kitchen sink for the price. For example, this one I paid myself under £50 for it, but it was basically on eBay. It was a used bottle, but I'm happy with that. So the presentation is very good. As you can see, beautiful black bottle. It's quite nice shape to it. It's a classical shape, very good quality, very heavy bottle. The cap is got a little bit of weight to it, but it's plastic, and the atomizer is gold and modern. And here we go, look at that. So it's a pressurized atomizer. So again, for the price, everything looks good, it feels good, and it is very good quality. So this one, I'm happy to say, it's a very long lasting perfume. As always with House of Al Haramain, vast majority of their perfumes are beast mode. Some of them are excellent performers. This one is excellent performer. On my skin it goes easily over 10 hours. On t-shirt goes easily over 12 hours. So very long lasting, very strong perfume. You don't need that many sprays of it. I usually don't go more than 5 or 6 sprays of it. It's very strong and dense and thick. In terms of projection, I got 2 arm length of projection for around 3 to 4 hours, and after that it would slowly subside, but you just have a big bubble, big cloud and big trail. If you go up to 10 sprays of this, people will smell you from the other side of the road. It's that strong, both in terms of longevity and projection. So in that term is excellent performance, excellent. As I said, in terms of presentation, excellent as well, and in terms of ratio for what I paid and what I got is excellent too, because the smell in here is very naturally smelling. For the price you don't expect that, but as always House of Al Haramain delivers very good quality in here. Smells very natural to my nose, although there are some synthetic elements in here. Obviously for the price point we expect that, but they done a very good job of masking or covering those synthetic elements, and it perceives or gives you perceive of a very natural feeling. So the natural elements in here are very dominant, and also it goes to show a good perfumery in here, good ingredients in here, and these things are very good in here. So who is it for? This is definitely on a mature side. I would say at least 25 years and older to be in the safe side. The reason is because it is a little bit on the classical side of the word. It is white florals dominant, so that makes it a little bit on the classical word. And also it is a little bit on the sophisticated side. It is on the classy side of things, so that makes it mature as well. I would say a mature nose will appreciate this much better than a younger noses. In terms of gender, this is bang in the middle, unisex, but it leans feminine because it's got a big white floral aspect in here, so it makes it a little bit on the feminine side. If you like florals and you're a man, you'll enjoy this, but as always, I have to mention these things in my videos because I review fragrances for everybody. So these things, I mention them because somebody will be either asking or interested. And I think all perfumes are genderless. They don't have gender. It's all marketing BS. If you like a perfume, wear it. If you don't like a perfume, don't wear it. As simple as that. But some people inevitably will ask, so that's why I mention these things. Yes, it is unisex targeted, but it leans a little bit feminine. And in terms of occasion, this is very opulent, so it's very good for going out, for evening, for a special occasion, for close encounter, for dating, for special ceremonies like wedding and birthdays and things like that. It's very opulent. And in terms of season, this is all year round. You can use it in summer, in winter, no problem. It's got freshness to it. You can use it in summer, and it's got some depth and complexity to it. You can use it in winter. Right now, I wore it for the last 2 days, and I was wearing this in the middle of autumn, and it performs beautifully and is very good for this kind of weather as well. So let's get to the perfume itself. The perfume itself, as I mentioned earlier, this is white florals dominant, especially lily. So you need to like your lily to enjoy this. This is probably about 60-70% lily, plus lily of the valley, plus jasmine, plus some orange blossom in here. So it is a white floral dominant, especially lily. And also there is an iris and violet in here to give it that big powderiness. So overall this is quite a powdery perfume from the get-go to the end, always powdery. And the powderiness in here almost gets to the realm of baby powder. It doesn't go there 100%, but it is almost there because it's very powdery. So we got lily of the valley, which is powdery itself. We got iris, which is powdery itself, and we got violet, which is powdery itself. So imagine these three together making a very powdery perfume. When it opens up the big citrus and also a fruity aspect. The fruitiness in here is non-descriptive fruitiness. I cannot pinpoint it. They mentioning Comcat. I never smelled Comcat myself, so I don't know what it smells like, but it's got a little bit of that tropical fruitiness to it. So it is a little bit fruity, there's a hint of mango-ish feel to it, hint of pearish feel to it. So pear, mango, maybe a little bit even passion fruit, something like that, in that vein, in that category. But Comcat I never smelled myself, so I don't know what it smells like. So I'm describing it because I don't know what Comcat smells like. So to me it smells like these three fruits together, or somehow either one or two of them, which is one of them is mango, one of them is passion fruit, and the other one is pear. So to some extent I'm getting these things. And these fruitiness giving it a little bit of sweetness. The sweetness overall from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest, this is moderate. I would say around 5 to 6, maybe if you push it to 7. But later on it will subside and it becomes less and less sweet. So I would classify this fragrance overall as a moderate sweetness. Also, I classify this perfume as Oriental floral. So it's very floral and it's very Oriental in nature. It's very complex. And also I classify this fragrance as semi-fresh to semi-dark. So it is semi-fresh to semi-dark. In the beginning it's quite semi-fresh, and later on it becomes semi-dark, because as he says noir, it is quite correct in this instance. Although it doesn't go super dark, The darkness is on the moderate side again, so if 0 to 10, 10 being the darkest, and that is Encre Noir by Lalique. This is around 5, so it is moderate on the darkness. So let's see what they say in terms of note breakdown according to Fragrantica. According to Fragrantica, we have Comcat and Lime on the top. We have Violet, Iris, Jasmine, Lily of the Valley in the mid, and we have Vanilla, Musk, Sandalwood, and Sheila in the base. Everything in here I get, obviously some of them are bigger. For example, florals are much bigger. You know, florals are dominant here. From the get-go to the end, always very, very dominant players. Especially the white florals, especially Lily, which they're not mentioning. Lily is very prominent here. So you need to lock your Lily. Lily is one of those polarizing notes or accords in perfumes, because many people associate Lily with funeral, so that tells you something. So Lily is very polarizing because some people think, oh my god, it smells of death, it smells of funeral, it smells of, you know, I don't know, sad time, and things like that. For me, I don't get that association, but I understand some people do. Okay, so Lily is by far one of the biggest player here, so you need to like your Lily to enjoy this, otherwise it will put you off, because the Lily in here is very dominant. After the Lily is the Lily of the Valley. Lily of the Valley is very prominent here because it gives in that powderiness and also the white floral feel. Jasmine is behind all these things, so Violet, Iris, and the Lily of the Valley, Lily of the Valley, and then Iris, and then Violet, and then Jasmine. So Jasmine is the last one you smell in here, but it is there to some extent. So you can tell that this is a floral dominant perfume, especially white florals. And in the base we have vanilla. Yeah, the vanilla in here is a classical vanilla rather than a modern vanilla. So because it's got some sweetness to it, but it's not huge sweetness. It's more smooth maker rather than the sweet maker. The musk in here, yeah, it is from get-go quite musky from beginning to end. Is very, very musky, but musk is in here very, very clean, but it adds to the powderiness of it. The sandalwood, see the combination, giving it that woody base, which is very, very clean, but giving it that woody base to lift everything and carry everything together to the end, which is, it becomes a little bit stronger in the base, but they don't go fully woody in this perfume. This perfume, majority of what you smell is florals, and everything else is behind that. So if you like the description I gave you, by the way, some people say this one smells like Gerzov, what was it? Gerzov, come on. Donna Bianchi or something like that. Yeah, Gerzov Donna Bianca. Some people say it smells like that. They say very, very similar to it. I never smelled that perfume, so I don't know how close they are. But on its own, it smells great. It smells very, very high quality. So some people say this one not only smells very similar to it, is actually they're saying it's better. This is their experience, not mine. Okay, so overall this perfume is done superbly well, but this is not for everybody. This is not everybody's cup of tea for the reason I mentioned, especially the white florals in here, especially that big powderiness, the dustiness, hint of balsamicness in here, hint of camphorsness in here as well. And overall it is a white floral dominant perfume, which not everybody's cup of tea. Me and my wife, we both are big white florals fans, so we love it. Especially wifey, she actually said she's going to take it after this review. So it's very, very powdery, because we have 3 powdery aspects in this perfume, which is Lily of the Valley, and then Iris, and then Violet. So these 3 together are giving it very big powderiness in here. It's quite citrusy in the beginning. I'm getting a combination of lemon and bergamot combination, and also that fruitiness is coming from that Comcat, which I never smelled, so I don't know what Comcat smells like, but it has got some tropical fruitiness to it, which is, to my nose, it's like mango or pear or passion fruit smells, or similar smell to those. Vanilla in the base is very dominant, but vanilla in here is not overly sweet. It is moderately on the sweetness side, but it's very smooth and very rounded. Woody aspect of it is in the base, which is a sandalwood combination with a cedar, but very clean again, but it never becomes too woody. This is mainly a floral perfume. Violet is and the iris are big in here, plus the white florals. White florals are bigger than the iris and the violet, but they are quite noticeable as well, and they add to the powderiness of this perfume. White floral is dominant, it's quite musky, and the musk in here very clean, and it's quite refreshing, and it's quite fresh in the beginning, but later on becomes semi-dark and very floral overall. So you need to like this kind of description, this kind of perfumes. It reminds me of one more perfume which I reviewed myself many months before, maybe a while ago, and that was Donna Karan Gold. So if you like Donna Karan Gold, which unfortunately has been discontinued, that one had a big following. Many people loved it, many people hated it, because that one has a big lily in it as well, and that one people swear that reminds them of funeral bouquet, because the lily on that one is huge. Lily in this one is big, but it's not as big as that one. So there are some similarity between this one and Donna Karan Gold, but they're not a one-to-one. They're not 100%. They're not exact copy or exact profile, but they are very similar to each other. So if you like that one, you like this. If you like the Donna Bianca from Jerzov, people saying this is very close to it, so I don't know myself, but people saying that, so this one is close to that one. If you like that one, you like this. If you don't like both of those perfumes, most likely you won't like this. So that's why I say this is not for everybody, because this one is going to be a bit polarizing. Some people will love it, some people can't stand it, and this is the telltale sign of artistic perfumes. Usually with the artistic, bold, big personality perfumes, this is what you get. You get divide between people who love it or they can't stand it, and not many in between. I personally love it myself, my wife is loving it, so we are partial to this one. It smells great, smells good quality, very long lasting, very good perfumery, good ingredients for the price, so everything about it shouts quality to us. But again, as always, you have to do your research. If you can smell it yourself, that's the best way to decide for yourself. But obviously, if it's not possible to get a sample or a decant, then you're going for a blind buy. That is your decision. I never recommend a blind buy for obvious reasons, because we all have different personalities, different smell profile, different taste in the smell, different taste in perfumery, different lifestyle, different upbringing, different history, different cultural background, different upbringing, different climate, different nose, different skin, different weather. All these things will have an effect in you as a person, who what you like and what you don't like in perfumes, and that is, you have to find out for yourself, and it comes with time. Don't rush it. Slowly you know what your favorites are, what you like and what you don't like, and this way you know better how to go and purchase perfumes. Okay guys, as always, I highly recommend this perfume. This is a beautiful perfume, but with the asterisk, and that is not for everybody. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems, and this beauty is a definite hidden gem. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my own line of perfumes. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So they are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that makes them huge, bold, big, massive, very big personalities, and with very artistic, unique, and they are like time capsule. They take you to different places, different time, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support, and I'll see you later. Bye.